In this lesson, we will learn about create table. Create table allows us to create a new table and insert only columns and values we need. What it means, if we want to create a table, new table, a name that we call it, and columns that we want. It can be column 1 int means numbers, like 100. Column 2 can be date, and column 3 can be varchar and the amount of letter we want. Let's say we want the string joy, so we call it varchar 25. After that, we do insert into, as we learned, insert into to this new table with the new columns that we created. And if we want to insert from existing table, this is the way to do it. We do select the existing column that we have already in other table, column 1, 2, and 3, from the existing table, the table that we have, where the condition. What it means, the condition? We can have in the existing table values, rows for 20 years, let's say, and we want only 1 year of them. So the where can be the year that we want, or we have a lot of order ID and we want to create a table of only one order ID. So in the where, we write the condition that we want, the same order ID, and the new table will be for a specific order ID, and so on. Let's see an example. So here we have an example. We want to create a new table, orders 97, the year 97, from the orders table. In the orders table, we have a lot of years of orders, and we want to create only a table for the specific year. So we write only the column that we need or we want from this table. We want order ID, it's int, because the order ID is a number, it's a primary key. Order date, it's a date, so we write a date because we see the date. And the customer ID is a varchar 25. It means that we can have a string of 25 letters. And in customer ID, we have less. So in the end, we have 3 columns, order ID, order date, and customer ID, of the different type of values that we need. Now we want to insert into this new table. Now we only created the columns. So we want to insert into the table, new table we just created, orders 97, and we write the columns that we want to enter the values. We want to enter values to order ID, order date, and customer ID. Here we write a query that extract the specific value that we want from the existing table. We want from the orders table the order ID, order date, and customer ID. But we want it only for order dates that is in 1997, not the entire dates. Let's see it in the SQL Server. Here we have the query. Let's understand it step by step. First of all, let's write the query to orders table, because this the new table will be according the existing table orders. We have order ID, customer ID, employee ID, and so on, a lot of columns. Now what we want to create a new table with only 3 columns, the order ID, the order date, and the customer ID. We have create table. We call it orders 97. This is the new name of the table we will create. We have order ID, and this will be integer, int, because it's a number, comma, new line. After that, we want order date, and the order date is a date. type, so we write date. After that, we want customer ID, and this is varchar 25 letters. Because the customer ID, we see we have a top 5 letters, so we don't need more than 25. After that, let's close it. This will create the new table. And after running it, we see that we created a new table. Let's see the table. Select asterisk from the new table, orders 97. And if we run it, we receive an empty table. We have the columns, but the table empty. What we need is to insert a value to the table. We have inserts into. Now we insert values to the tables. We have orders 97. And we want to write the columns that we want to insert the values to. We have orders, order ID, the order date, and the customer ID. Let's close the parentheses. And now we write the query that will insert the values we want. So we want select asterisk from the orders. We want this table, but we write only the column that we need. So we need the order ID, we need the order date, and the customer ID from orders, but we want only orders from the year 97. So the orders from year 97, it's, if we look at it, is only year. This is the order date from 1997. Here we have 830 rows, but we want only rows from the order date, like quotation marks and percentage. Now we write the year, percentage, and close the quotation marks. If we run this, let's look at it. We have 830 rows from the orders table. Now, when running this, we have 408 rows because it's only 1997. And we want to insert these values to the new table, orders 97. We're gonna have a new table that is only with values from the year 1997. Let's run insert into. We see that we have 408 rows affected for the new table. We have a new table, orders 97, and we insert to this new table values from the orders for only the year 1997. Select asterisk from the new table. Now we run this, and we have a new table with 408 rows for only orders in 1997.